spotting out a guy that is a time waster. I always tell myself that it's really simple to detect when a guy is wasting your time. One thing with guys is that if they really love you, whenever I say something, I don't mean 100%. So you might be an exception. Once a guy is interested in you and really appreciates you and loves you, there are some certain things they need to do. There are some things they can't do if they don't send you. I just have 2 strong points. When a guy appreciates you, loves you, and is taking you really serious, and he's not there to waste your time. When a guy cares for you, communication, even a guy will tell you that. If a guy can pass 24 hours or 48 hours without communicating you, just know that you're not the one. If someone cares about you, no matter how busy, the ones that will always claim I'm busy, often, no matter how busy they are, if they really care for you, if they are not there to waste your time, they will always want to communicate you. Now, from this, how do you know that the person is a time waster? When the person is always giving you excuses. When the person met you initially, they communicate often. They always want to talk to you via video call. They always want to, drop voice notes for you. They always want to know what your day is like. They always want to know what you achieved for the day. When are you going to be? Like, they always check up on you. But once the both of you get together, they start changing. They start becoming busy. Just know that the person have gotten what he wants to get. So when a guy doesn't communicate you often, except he has been like that when you guys met initially, there's a chance that he is that kind of person. But it is very difficult for the person to keep being like that. Even if the person doesn't really communicate you often, when the both of you never got together, maybe the person is not trying to push too much, not trying to make it look like he's desperate. But once they get together with you and they start liking you, they see that you're someone for keep. They want to always check up on you and show you that they care because they want to keep you. They don't want any other person to take you away from them. When a girl complains about you giving them your time, it means that you're not even trying at all. It means that you can go 2 days without communicating them. How do you tend to know each other? Know what they like, know what they can tolerate, know the kind of person they are. When you communicate, that is when you learn people. From how they talk, what they say. So in a nutshell, what I'm saying is that whenever a guy is not really interested in taking the relationship far, maybe they are there for the purpose of what they will gain from you, one thing they do is they try their possible best not to reciprocate. They don't make sacrifices. When you lay complaint, at least if the complaint is self-centered, maybe on you, selfish enough, they should be able to explain their reasons. But when you know it's a common and good thing that you should get out of a relationship, at least you're not asking for too much. You were the one that wanted me in the first place. Then why would they now end up not even caring, not communicating, not knowing how you're faring, not wanting to give you quality communication, getting to know you? Because if the communication is just, how are you? Have you eaten? So anybody that doesn't really give an F about that, they don't see you in their future. And then it may be that some of them are not matured enough to take you. They are not matured enough to settle down. They just know they need a relationship. I mean, they might like you genuinely, but inside they are not ready to. So not that for a guy to have a real relationship with you, that they need to know when to settle down before they can start the relationship. But at least somebody that has good intentions, or somebody that is intentional towards you, might not be thinking of marriage, but at least the person is trying to get to know you, because in future something might happen. They might end up being ready to settle, and then you are the right person, and they've already known that you're kind of person and know if you're the one they will settle for. But when they don't even care, they don't make sacrifices, they don't try to get better or give you what you want, I don't know how to put it, but just know that when the communication is not quality one, when the communication is not tilting towards getting to know you or getting to shape you to be a better person, because some of them, with what you're doing, they can always maybe advise you. Another way of knowing that the person is just using you or taking your time is whenever you have a little issue and you need a little push, and then you seek for their advice on this, and this is actually your dream, this is something you believe in, this is something you know that you've already drawn your business proposal and you know that it will work out fine, and they try to talk you away from it so that they don't help you financially to achieve that dream. They don't want to spend their money because they know that they're spending that money on something that you're planning for future, that they are not part of that future, so they are not ready to build you for someone else. So they try to talk you away from that. It is totally different when you know that your boyfriend or the person you're dating doesn't really have much. It is totally understandable. Another way of knowing that they are just wasting your time is when you need, advice, support for your career, and they know they can, but they're trying to advise you away from it, from becoming better, or greater than them. Just know that they're not seeing you in their future. Another way of knowing that this guy is just taking your time, the person is not interested in keeping you for the future, is when they always call you when they just want to knack stuff. Only when they want to knack, that's when they will call you. They call you once in a while to check up on you. Maybe they will call you a day before the day they want to knack, to check up on you, to know how you're doing, to be lovely, to be nice to you. Then the next day, they will now call you to come around. After you come around and go, they won't communicate you for maybe 2 weeks, 3 days, until they now need you again. We're in an era whereby it is easy to spot things if you're smart enough or sensible. But for the fact that women are just looking for men to call their boyfriends, they are just desperate because of the mentality we have of relationship and marriage and all that. They get their eyes closed that they don't see these signs. You don't need anybody to waste your time. So you should be able to find out whenever you have issues, you can always talk to them and complain and tell them your expectations. If they're not ready to meet up, they're not ready to make sacrifices, especially when you know you're making sacrifices for them. So this is a way to know if a guy is wasting your time. Like, it is easy to point out. There are some that you meet, they have money, but they will never spend 1 naira on you. They will always tell you, buy this for me, buy that for me. There's nothing wrong with the woman being the one spending the money. But when the guy is also doing well for himself, will he now be expecting the woman to do the whole thing for him 100%? Are you a baby? You need to try and spot out time wasters. It's better you are single than you are in a relationship whereby you are losing 100% just for the sake of, I am in a relationship. And I'm sure that a lot of men will not like this video. So let me give you a sentence of advice as a woman. If you're in a relationship whereby you've looked back and forth, and then you find out that you are not gaining anything at all in that relationship. I'm not saying you should walk away immediately, but some men don't know what they are doing to you. Some of them are not, what they're doing is not intentional. They think they are doing the right thing, but they don't know. So communicate to them what your expectations are. You will see them when you communicate, some of them will stop talking to you at all because they've known that you found out their game. Some of them that care will try to, make you understand why they can't do some things, but they'll try and adjust to some things. You should now know that this person really cares. Just communicate your concerns to them and see where you go from there. I'm going to see you next time. Bye. Mwah.